All right, what's up, everybody? We have here the wonderful, the amazing, the legendary Monica Abbott. What's up, Monica?
What's up, everyone? Hello.
For some people who don't know who you are, I mean, I don't even know if I want to be friends with you if you don't know who Monica Abbott is. But could you tell us a little bit about your softball background? Like, where'd you grow up? Who'd you play club ball with? And, like, everything that came after?
Sure. Well, hello, everyone. I'm Monica Abbott, and I grew up in Salinas, California, and I played for my local travel ball organization here, the Salinas Storm. And then I played with them all the way through from 14s all the way to 18s. And then I moved on to the University of Tennessee and the 2008 Olympics in the USA national team, and I've been playing in Japan with Toyota Motor Corporation and in the NPF since then.
Nice. Now, I would say there's like a huge amount of growth from like high school, college, pro, and now international. Uh, like looking back on that, where have you like at what points have you seen yourself really kind of uh, take big strides in the direction that where you wanted to go and improving your mental and physical play?
Um, I think every different level of softball and every different level of your life requires kind of a different version of yourself in many ways. And as you grow up and become who you are as a person and get to know yourself, you can allow your athletic career and your athletic game to evolve too. And for me, that was really true from travel ball into high school, and then high school jumping to college, and even from the beginning of my college career to really being an upperclassman in college from my junior and senior year afterwards, and then from the Olympics, and then even after, as the demands of the game and your competitive nature take over and your competitive fire kind of build inside of you. You find new ways to get better and new ways to just evolve as a person, evolve as an athlete, and evolve as someone who understands the different little things and big things in the game.
Are there like people in your life who were pivotal or instrumental in your growth as a softball player and as a person?
Yeah, for sure. There's way too many so many huge people in my life. Of course, my parents, my pitching coach from when I was a young kid, his name's Kenny Gardner, and then Keith Berg and Ralph and Karen Weekly and Coach Candrea and Chuck DRC and even Coach Stu from the Chicago Bandits. Had so many influential people in my life that I've tried to latch onto a little bit, and kind of as I grew as an athlete, trying to allow them to grow with me. So kind of create that good energy and that good vibe, and surround yourself with good people that can see something in you that you can't see in yourself. So
Right. So, do you remember like something that made the light bulb go on, or something Coach Candrea told you as a player?
he told me, I remember when we were training for the Olympics, he was like, Monica, we talked a lot about pitching to Japan and to the Asian teams, being a lefty, because they have a lot of left-handed hitters. And he says, you have an advantage there, but, don't get so caught up in one part of the zone. Don't get caught up in, one area, one pitch, one area of the zone. He's like, it's not that you have to be in every zone. He's like, you have to let the other zones complement the zone that you want to be in the most. You have to let all your other pitches complement the pitch that is your best. And don't change who you are. Just make who you are even better.
Nice. That's a good memory.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't even remember that. What about something that you learned that was pivotal from Ralph and Karen Weekly?
The one thing about Ralph and Karen that I think really helped me as an athlete is coming out of high school and into college, I think they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. They saw more potential in me than I ever could see or ever could dream of. And I think they did such a great job in sharing that vision with me and letting me see it, and creating that dream in me. And I'm forever grateful for that, because they allowed me to see something that I could do that I had no idea about.
Nice. Now, can you remember a time when you were really struggling, or failure was like at the forefront of your mind? Can you remember that time and tell us that story and maybe some of the lessons that you learned from that?
Well, I mean, softball's failure, right? It's hard to just failed so many times.
I know.
But
just don't feel like you have to force it.
Yeah. With every failure, especially being a pitcher, I feel like sometimes as a pitcher, you really feel failure a lot more, because you feel like you could have thrown a better pitch, or you could have thrown a different pitch, or what if I had done this? What if? Mm-hmm. And because you hold the ball all the time. And yeah, while a hitter or another position player might think like, gosh, I could have got a hit. A lot of times they're not, they didn't give up the hit that caused a run, or caused them to lose the game. So pitchers like really feel failure a lot more, I think, than a lot of the other athletes. But because of that what if and all of that, I've really like learned that when I'm on the mound, like I don't want to have that feeling. It's the worst feeling in the world. Like thinking, man, I should have done this. If I had just thrown that pitch, if I had a little bit more focus or a little bit more intensity, I don't want to ever feel that feeling again. So I really have kind of just created like I live by this kind of slogan, it's live to bring it. And I've created this like kind of slogan for myself, because each pitch that I throw, I want to make sure that I don't have that regret. I don't have that, what if I could have done this? And did I give everything that I had on each pitch, not just in that game?
Nice. I think that's something that I've heard a lot. It's not just from pitchers, but this idea that we have to be perfect, and it's something insane that we ask of ourselves sometimes as athletes, and it could take us to a real dark place when we're not perfect. Absolutely. And I think the more we realize, like, if we give our all in that moment, and are in the moment, not second guessing ourselves, or in our head, we're here where our feet are planted on the ground with the bat in our hand or the ball in the circle, we're going to be much better off as ball players. And that's just, it's like an ebb and flow, I feel like, with the game, understanding that and learning to control those thoughts and recognizing it when that actually happens.
Yeah, I think it's, it doesn't mean that you're not going to fail. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to give up a hit, or, that we're not going to lose the game. But it does mean that I succeeded in that moment, because I was completely present in that moment. I was completely present in the moment that I failed. I didn't have a regret. I didn't have like a what if. My mind was clear.
Nice. So, let's see. What are you looking forward to most in 2016?
Well, I'm looking forward to the NPF season. And
are you returning to the Bandits? Or you can't comment on that right now?
Comment on that right now.
Okay, all right.
We'll see. Trying to work all that stuff out as of right now. I'm just looking forward to really seeing this sport continue to grow, because I think with the continued TV coverage in college, and even strides like Jess has made in MLB, and just having more people in higher places and new NPF teams, and USA working with the NPF a little bit more, I'm excited for the growth of our sport for college athletes after college.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something I wish more people could get to see. It's the best softball that I've seen on the field. It's pretty incredible to watch the athletes, just you girls out there. I mean, it's really, really so fun to watch that level of play. Like, it's like a mind game. It is like truly chess of softball, of the greatest of the greats. Finding every little inch to try to beat one another.
It's so like it really is a little bit of a chess game, and I just hope that it continues to get more coverage, and so then we could have the top 10 plays of the NPF.
Goes the other way, hits it well, and the play made by Carino. That is the Sunfield. Amber Patton hits it to Jill Barrett from her knees, and she got her! Deep to center field. This one is off the wall. Quico heading for second, and she's out! Oh, what a play by Slopey. Abbott, the pitcher of the year in the NPF. Oh, deep to left field, it's gone! Shelly Robinson shocks the world. A 1-0 lead for Akron. On the ground, make it through. Here comes Blanker on third. Slopey's throw, not in time, and Chicago has tied the game at 1.
2 seasons.
Deep to center field. It's over. Taylor Edwards has done it again. A tailor-made homer, and Chicago wins game 1.
Every night on all those types of things, because there's so many amazing plays that happen, and just the effort, and sometimes even I'm out there and I'm like, wow, that was a great catch, or that was a great hit. I can't believe you. And I remember last season we were actually losing 1-0 in like the bottom of the 7th, and Amber Patton came up to bat with a runner on first base with 2 outs, and she literally it was probably like a 24 pitch at bat. We counted the pitches. It was just like pitch after pitch after pitch, and she got to 2 strikes right away, and she continued to just fight with everything that she had. And you just don't see that. You don't see that in MLB. You don't see that really in college softball that much either, but like to go that many pitches and finally poke something through in this case, but it was pretty incredible to see.
Yeah, well, you have players that actually understand how to work a count and to foul off balls that they need to foul off to get to the next pitch that might be a better pitch. I mean, even just watching Kelly Crutchman working at bat is like a thing of beauty. It's pretty fun to watch. Now, you have like two players from your team are going to play in Japan, right?
Yeah, that's right. Brittany Cervantes. She just signed with Toda Chu. It's a hospital team. And then Taylor Edwards also signed over there. So really excited for them to kind of see the international flavor. It's definitely a different type of strategy. And looking forward to see how they transfer that over to this summer.
Yeah, how would you describe that experience going to play over there?
Challenging. It's definitely a challenge. It's been like so rewarding.
Is it challenging because the showers are really short?
The showers in the doors, like most of them hit me, right about here. I've learned to like duck everywhere I go, so that's a big challenge. But also I have to eat different foods. That's a challenge.
What kind of foods are you eating?
Lots of different fish, raw fish, sushi, raw meat.
Is it like shabu?
Different types, shabu shabu,
yeah.
yakitori, sushi, but it's not like American sushi rolls. It's like just rice and fish. So, but
how's that an experience kind of changed you, or has it? I feel like travel is something everybody should get to experience, just learning different ways to live. How has that experience affected you?
For sure. I think it's playing in Japan has been such a huge blessing for me. I went over there after 2008, and I really wasn't sure what was going to happen with my softball career and where I was going next, and really how I felt about softball. But going over there, I kind of fell back in love with the game, and learned a lot about myself as an athlete and the things that I could be better at, and the things, it's such a huge challenge. So it opens up things in your brain that you haven't really thought about, things in your mind and in your game and in your personal game that you have to learn to deal with and accept and move forward with. And I just think it's been such a huge thing for me to play over there.
Nice. All right, are you ready for the lightning round?
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum. All right. First question. What was the last song you listened to?
Adele, When We Were Young.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yes, I have the Olympic rings.
What's your favorite movie?
Born Supremacy.
Have you ever been skydiving?
No.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Chris Pine.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What's your favorite food?
Popcorn.
What's your favorite sauce?
Sauce. Barbecue.
You made it through. That is the end of the lightning round. I had to throw a curveball in there.